I decided to try out the GT3 series on iRacing to see what I can do after learning to drive fast in the MX-5 Cup car, to see if I can take the techniques that I learned for maximizing the rotation in the MX-5 and see how that compares to the GT3 cars. So now I am eligible to drive the Ferrari 296 and try to do the Ferrari challenge. And also that was the only thing that I could do, well, other than other series that weren't really intriguing to me, to try and increase my my racing license in iRacing. If I try to do more races in the MX-5 Cup series, I would be able to increase my I rating, but not really advance to the next level, or at least that's what I understand with how the sim works. Anyways, so that being said, I tried to do my first few laps in the Ferrari 296, expecting to understand how the feeling and the handling of the car is going to work, similar to the MX-5, but I was surprised to see that it was completely different, and I had to learn everything from scratch because the feeling that I would get from the force feedback wheel was much lighter, it was much more subtle compared to the MX-5, it was much more stable, so to get the car to rotate, it was a real pain to get right. And to the moment that I'm recording this, I'm still not sure and I haven't really figured out how to maximize the rotation of the car. I'm not really sure how I'm supposed to approach this, and I'm really considering to try to do some coaching to figure it out. I will try to figure it out next week because I have already lowered my lap time in a position where I would say that it's above average, but still not like for a pole position that I was easily able to do in the MX-5 Cup series. So yeah, that was a really nice way to humble myself once more after, you know, being considered fast in the previous series that I was racing at. But, you know, I gotta start not from scratch, but I gotta relearn a lot of things to try and adapt my driving style to this new category in GT3 Racing. And obviously GT3 Cars is my dream to even race in real life, so I will have to be really fast, and yeah, I'll be patient. I know that it's not going to be really easy or quick to learn these things, but there have been some glimpses of hope so far. So even though I was spinning and sometimes I was understeering a lot with the car, I could see that sometimes I was getting things right and I would lower a lot of lap time, and then I would be really close to getting a lot of rotation from the car. But still, I'm not consistent with it, nor do I know exactly what specifically I'm doing right and what I'm doing wrong to achieve the rotation or not achieve it. I will say that in the beginning I was definitely over pushing the car, so I felt like the car was able to take the turn at a much higher speed, but after trying to brake a little bit lighter and further away from my initial braking point, I noticed that that's when the rotation started to appear, when I was braking earlier than what I was expecting that I could, and softer. Now, I don't know if that's the whole story, and I don't know, I probably should brake hard and trail brake going inside the corner. So these are just my thoughts, really. I'm just curious to see how exactly I need to approach this category, because at first glance, when you push the car, when you over push the car, you don't really realize that you're over pushing the car. I felt like, if anything, I needed to push even harder, but after doing a few trials and errors, that's when I realized that, yeah, I guess braking earlier was better. And yeah, I don't want to make any misconceptions. I don't mean brake like 100 meters before. When I'm saying braking earlier, that means that before I was just braking too late. I'm not really braking earlier, I'm just braking in the proper area, in the proper braking spot. My question is, maybe I should move my braking spot even earlier than what I have it right now, and I want to practice my braking technique a little bit, my steering, because yeah, like I said, the car is pretty stable until it's not, and it's mostly unstable on exit right now, which is not what you normally want from the car. And it's not the fault of the setup or anything like that, it's just my driving. I'm basically understeering all the way until the end of the corner, and when I need to accelerate, I'm still steering, so I end up getting a lot of oversteer then. Just because I'm asking for too much from the tires. So yeah, it's really interesting to also see my lap times in the Assetto Corsa if I compare these to iRacing. I was always like 2 seconds or 1.5 seconds off the pace of the Alien lap times, and I'm seeing the same patterns here in iRacing now in the GT3 category. and I think you can say with 80% certainty that it's really not the setup that's holding you back for these 2 seconds, because right now the series that I'm currently going to be racing at and practicing at has a fixed setup, so everybody has the same exact setup, and there you go, 2 seconds are still off. This is just further proof that it's really not about the setup and it's all about the driving. Of course the setup will help, but you know, driving will help even more. So yeah, like in a nutshell, that's where I'm at right now. I'm kind of excited because, you know, it's fun to learn new things, and this is just another barrier that I'm really eager to move past. I don't know how long it's going to take. I don't know if I'm going to do it on my own or if I'm going to get some coaching. You can always leave a comment below if you think that I'm missing out on something. But yeah, like overall, this is where I'm at right now. I'm going to show you my fastest lap time at the end of this video, but yeah, it's nice. I mean, a little bit, like sometimes I was just thinking, come on, like give me a break, you know. I've already learned this, the MX-5 series, can't I just move, use the same driving technique to drive in the GT3s? But yeah, it's the same as karting, it's the same as the Formula Renault experience that I had. It's all different all the time, and you just need to adapt to it. Pretty sure that with more exposure that I'm getting through these different categories, the easier it's going to be for me to adapt my driving style in all these different scenarios. But as of right now, because I don't have that much experience in different categories, I'm still trying to learn the basics. I'm not really familiar with how I need to approach things to adapt to them faster. So yeah, a lot of trial and error. Anyways, that being said, I'm looking forward to see what the future holds. Thank you for watching this video. I'm sorry, I apologize that I haven't been posting lately. I just had a lot of work to do with my day job, so I couldn't really focus so much on making videos. I did some live streams, that was like the easiest thing that I could do, and I'm glad that some of you enjoyed those. But yeah, I'll try to get back on track in making some more consistent uploads in my YouTube channel overall. But yeah, anyways, thanks for watching. I'll leave you with my fastest lap for this week, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Car ahead.